It is a vintage charm dangle swap. Let's take a look at an art charm bracelet tour. I made this chunky vintage themed charm bracelet after participating in a vintage charm dangle swap with other jewelry making artists. Let's take a tour of these handmade vintage charm dangles, some of which were made by me and some were crafted by other artists. Thanks for clicking the subscribe button to this channel, and let me know in the comments what you would add to a similar vintage themed charm bracelet. There's a lot of old or broken, repurposed jewelry pieces that got made into unique handmade DIY charm dangles that hang down from the rest of the bracelet. I put them on a beading wire and filled in the project with some extra smaller beads on the wire itself. But there's not just upcycled jewelry here. I even took apart, let's see where it is, an old chandelier is somewhere on here. Can you see it? Here it is, way over on this end. I went to a thrift store, found an old chandelier and repurposed it into some bead dangles. In fact, this jewelry making project is a perfect thrift store project. It fits in perfectly with thrift store jewelry treasure hunting. You can find mismatched, broken, inexpensive jewelry pieces or elements, take them apart, add a jump ring or a split ring, or do some wire wrapping techniques to attach them. I think there's some with wire wrapping on here. Here's one. To attach them to the bracelet. And it just makes a really fun, eclectic, unique, one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry. It's clunky, sparkly, textural, jingly jangly, making it very fun to wear and hear it almost like little chimes clinking throughout my day. Some people didn't even take apart jewelry and just did straight up bead dangles with a vintage old feel bead and contributed them. We sent them all to a host and then she divvied them up and sent them back to us. One of the other things that I added on here is I took apart a rhinestone bracelet into little segments, and this one's missing one of the rhinestones, but you can see how these segments came apart and made a fun bead dangle. So looking through this eclectic mix of sensory colors and glittery sparkles, want to know my favorite piece out of these art charm dangles? Let's see where it is. It has a special meaning to it, so I wanted to point it out to you. Here it is. This one right here. This was made from an earring that my grandfather gave to my mom, and I added it into here. So when I look down at this jewelry and see that dancing and sparkling with the rest of its charm dangle friends, I'm happy to have that family heirloom connection into this project. Thanks for joining me on this jewelry making tour of the fun bracelet that I made after participating in a vintage charm dangle swap. I'm Kathleen Arla Johnson from Creative Solace Studios. I'm happy to have you subscribe to my channel and look under the art tutorials playlist to find more mixed media fun and creative inspiration.